Hi there, I'm PJ with PJ's Garage Creations.
Today we have this beautiful curio cabinet here that I actually picked up on Facebook for free. What I plan to do is to sand it. I'm going to take the hardware off and sand it. And I'm going to paint it black, and I'm going to put it up in the corner of one of my guest bedrooms. So I need to take the hardware off the front of this so that I can sand the cabinet itself, and then I will probably be spray painting the hardware. Not sure of the color just yet, but we will figure that out, probably a gray or a silver. But at this time I'm going to use my awesome Black & Decker drill that I love very much. And here it is, and I'm going to use this to take the hardware off of the cabinet. Are the hardware pieces removed? So I have my dolly here. I'm going to put a piece of plywood on it so that I can lay this curio cabinet on it here and roll it outside so that I can sand so I don't get sanding dust all in my garage. I did forget to take off the hardware off the door. I sanded what I could first, but I'm going to go ahead and take those off now. Again, I'm using my awesome Black & Decker cordless drill. So I'm going to put my screws and the hinge to the side and take off the last one. And the last one. Okay, so I have it sanded pretty well. There is one piece of tempered glass missing on the side that I didn't realize. I've had this for a while, so I don't know if I have it somewhere. If I don't, I will have to get a replacement piece for it. But at least it's on the side, so if I still want to go ahead and use it when I'm done, if I put that side to the corner, no one will really notice it until I can get the replacement glass. So I think the most challenging, or I guess most time-consuming, I should say, part of this project is actually putting the tape on the piece so that you don't get paint on areas you don't want it. I am using two different widths of painter's tape here. I have started part of the taping process on here, as you can see. I'm eager to get started painting. I kind of don't have a lot of patience, so I'm going to go ahead and get started on this side because I want to see how it's going to look. And then I will finish painting the other side, or excuse me, finish taping the other side as well. So we're going to begin painting here very soon. I chose to paint this piece a satin black. So when I went to the hardware store, they recommended this Rust-Oleum. And I've used a lot of Rust-Oleum products, so I feel good about it. And so I'm going to open this paint and get it in a bowl so that I can begin painting. Okay, now, so I'm going to begin painting the curio cabinet with my black paint here. So I'm just going to take some paint on my brush, and I'm going to start painting. This is going to be beautiful. I'm so excited. I may need to get a little small brush to get in places that I want to make sure not to get the paint on. This is the part where the piece of glass is missing. And I also recycle boxes. As you can see, I got boxes down as like my drop cloth or for the paint drippings so that I don't get the floor of my garage messed up. Plus, they're very handy when I do spray painting projects, which I will be sharing with you in the future, and also will be spray painting the hardware that actually is going to go on this curio cabinet. You can wear gloves so that you don't get paint on your skin. You don't have to do so much scrubbing when you wash your hands. I probably should have put gloves on, but I didn't. So now that I have the curio cabinet painted, I'm going to go ahead and take off the tape right now. I still have some touch up that I need to do. I love painter's tape, it's great stuff. This is the hardware here. I have 3 hinges and 12 screws. I am going to spray paint the hardware to give it an updated and fresh new look. It's a satin charcoal gray. I love this color. So this is what I'm going to spray paint the hardware with. You should always mask up and put protective glasses on because you don't want to be harmed in any way from the toxic fumes. You also want to do the spray painting in an open door outside area where there's plenty of fresh air. Do not want to spray paint in an enclosed space. So this is a cool little trick that I like to use to spray paint the screws. Is I use these green foam or whatever color foam you want to get. It's for doing floral arrangements, but I just put the screws right in. I like to have a little space in between them so that you make sure you get all sides, or actually get the entire part. You don't really have to get the under part where it's screwing in, but you definitely want to get the tops of the screws very nicely. So who says you have to buy new hardware? So I have 12 of the little screws in here, and now I can go out and sit all of this stuff on my recycled cardboard so that I can spray paint it. So you can see here with the spray paint, I have this little spray gun attachment onto it, which makes a world of difference because I have issues with my wrist, so this makes it a lot easier. It just very easily goes on. So now I'm going to clean the mirror and the glass in the curio cabinet with Windex and newspaper, because newspaper supposedly keeps it from having so much lint when you clean it. So here we go. So look how nice that looks. It looks beautiful, nice and clean. I still have some touch up on the bottom to do. So here is the hardware from the Curio cabinet that I painted a charcoal gray. So I come in closer so that you can see. I think it's going to be a really nice contrast with the black. I even spray painted, as you can see. I stuck the little screws into the styrofoam block that many people use for floral decorating. It works perfect to stick screws in there so they stay in place, and you can spray paint them, and that way it will match the hardware when we put it on the Curio cabinet. So I'm going to be drilling the screw into one half of the hinge on the door of the Curio cabinet with my awesome drill. So I've got that in there, as you can see. So we've got one half of it in. Okay, so I got half of the hinge on the door side, and now I have to attach it to the actual cabinet, so that's what I'm going to do next. I find it easy to take and turn the cabinet sideways, and I can line my screws up right where the screws were before so that I can get that back in there. And then I'm going to put another screw in. Okay, good. Got one part of it in there. So I'm going to do the same thing to the middle section here. I've got the screw lined up with the hole that was already there before I took it apart. Screw that in there. Grab another screw. I absolutely love my cordless Black & Decker drill. Love it. It's light. Works great. Okay, so I have that part in there. And they are all screwed on now. So here is the finished Curio cabinet. I think it looks great. I put the shelves in there. I'm going to take them out though when I bring it upstairs to put in my guest bedroom, and I will show you what I put in it, and also with the light on. But I'm going to come closer to the unit. So you can see the hardware has been put on. It looks pretty good. Painted the gray with the black. Now, some of you might say, why didn't you paint the inside that you can see that is brown black? I could have, and I did think about it, but I think that when I put my stuff in there, it will be okay. It won't really show that much, but I could always still do that. That's not a problem, is to go ahead and paint the inside there. But here is the cabinet from the side. It looks very different from the original brown. Now I do have a pane of glass missing, but I looked up, I can order that. The shelves are inside. It came out quite beautiful. I think it's gonna be a nice accent piece for my guest bedroom. And it really cost me nothing, as I got the Curio cabinet on Facebook for free. I did purchase the black paint for it, and if I do purchase the side pane for it, that will be a little bit of an expense, but overall for this nice piece that has very flat edges, so is relatively very easy to sand, was an easy project. You did have to take the doors off the hinges and put those back on, but outside of that, it was I think a fun and easy project to do. And on Facebook they have a lot of people that give these away. This is a small one, so I really liked the size. So here is the transformed Curio cabinet with the light on, plugged in the place it's going to be in my guest bedroom. I think it looks beautiful. Yes, it has the brown on the inside, but I like that because I have some brown in my furniture, so I think it's kind of cool to have the two-tone. Coming closer so that you can see it. Showing it to you from afar in the bedroom. I think it looks wonderful. So the pane that is missing on the side here, you don't even notice, but I will probably order the replacing piece of glass. So an easy project, and it definitely has a more updated, modern feel. So as you can see here, I have chosen to put a few of my Barbie collection vintage Barbies into the Curio cabinet, along with a really cool white bowl on the top shelf. This is in my guest bedroom. I think it looks pretty sharp. I played Barbies a lot with my best friend Cheryl growing up. I'm going to open the cabinet so that you can see them closely. So there is the fabulous 40s Barbie. Here is the City Seasons Tokyo Barbie. And on the bottom here is a Promenade in the Park Barbie. So I really love them. I think it's gonna look good in the cabinet. It's like something, a conversation piece when I have guests come in my home. And again, the finished product. Thank you for joining me at PJ's Garage Creations.